Hi, and welcome to the tutorial on the pixel export. So today we're going to be going over what pixel export is and how to get your data into a CSV. So the first thing you want to do is add a custom shape layer. You can see that I've already added one into my layer manager. You just do that through add new layer. And then I'm going to zoom in a little because I want to draw a polygon that's pretty small. And now I'm going to either draw a polygon, a line, or a dot. We're going to do a polygon. Now we want to export the pixels underneath this polygon. So the first thing you need to do is right click the shape and make sure that your shape is selected. So we're going to say select feature and then we're going to click on our shape. And now you can see there's a yellow outline on the polygon. That means it's selected. So we're going to right click again, and now you can see that some of these buttons are activated. We'll go down to polygon functions and then export pixel data for polygon. The pixel export dialog will pop up. In the first section you can see that these are all clickable options. So when you export your CSV, you can actually export the latitude and longitude for each pixel also. If you don't want the latitude longitude, you can actually turn them off, or you can leave them on. And the pixel ID is the OID for that particular pixel, so you can keep track of it. But now we want to add data. So for this particular one, I'm going to say let's add mola elevation. So I'm going to search for mola. You can see a bunch of different mola options came up, but I want elevation. And you can see that up here, if I just wanted to click on elevation, I could do the same thing. It would sample those. And you can see that I can actually click on elevation also, and it'll help filter it through. And you can see up here that I can actually click on elevation if I wanted to do another filter for it, but we'll just show you through the all. You can do the same thing for stamp. So you can do the same thing for stamps. If you have a stamp loaded, you can actually just click stamp and it'll show your stamps that you have. But right now I don't have any in my layer manager, so it's empty. So we'll go back to all. I'm going to research so I can find my. So we'll go back to all, and then I'm going to say elevation. So we're going to go back to all, and I'm going to look for my elevation. You can see that below the selected map is an abstract that gives you a little bit of information on the particular map source that you want to add, and the max PPD that you can actually do the pixel export for. So we'll say OK, and I have mola elevation. And the nice thing about our new GUI is that you can actually add more than one source. So if I wanted to come in here and add another one, I could. So if I wanted to come in here and add another one, I could. So for this purpose, I'll just say slope. And you can see that they both have the same max PPD. Say OK. And then if I wanted to erase one, I could. Say I didn't want to add slope, I could just cross that out. And I want to do it at 32 ppd. So now I'm ready to select a file. And it's a CSV, and I say OK. Now I say save that file. It says it's now it's successfully complete. And if I go find that file, I'll show you what it looks like. So you can see the pixel ID is right here, the latitude for each particular pixel that I exported, the longitude for each pixel I exported, the mola elevation for each pixel underneath that shape, and the slope value for every value, and the slope value for every pixel underneath that shape. You'll notice there's only 4 pixels. This is because I drew a very tiny shape and because I said export at 64 ppd. So there's not as many pixels at that ppd in that size shape to gather. But if I wanted to draw a different shape, which is bigger, or export at a different ppd, you would see more values here. Well, that's the pixel export in a nutshell. Thanks for joining me. Bye.